You can feel the pressure, can't you? As we stand just hours away from the official opening of NBA free agency, something big is brewing in the Bay Area, and it might not be the kind of news Golden State Warriors fans were hoping for. The front office is silent. The phones are ringing. And Jonathan Kuminga, once seen as the Warriors' bridge to the future, might be walking toward the exit door. But this isn't just about one player. This is about the core. This is about Steph Curry. This is about a franchise staring down the barrel of uncertainty, and needing to make a choice. Before we dive into what's happening behind the scenes and why things just took a massive turn, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss a single update on this high-stakes offseason. Because what we're about to break down could reshape the Warriors' future and redefine their championship window. And now, let's get into the truth behind the silence. Just a few weeks ago, everything seemed cautiously optimistic. The Warriors were gearing up for a pivotal offseason, one where they'd retool, not rebuild. One where Kuminga, after averaging 15 points, 4.6 rebounds, and over 2 assists per game in his third season, would finally ascend into a bigger role. A role many felt he had earned after flashes of two-way brilliance, especially during the tough stretches of the 2023-24 campaign. But suddenly, that confidence has cracked. Sources close to the situation, including Anthony Slater, Jake Fisher, and Mark Stein, are reporting something fans never wanted to hear. Negotiations between the Warriors and restricted free agent Jonathan Kuminga have completely stalled. No progress. No urgency. No clarity. And as the hours tick down before free agency officially begins, the message is becoming clearer. Kuminga is preparing to test the open market. This isn't just a minor bump in the road. It's a warning sign. Because once a young talent starts listening to outside voices, once they feel unheard or undervalued, that's when things get dangerous. And in Kuminga's case, that danger feels very real. He's not just hearing interest, he's receiving it. Multiple teams are circling like sharks: the Miami Heat, the Chicago Bulls, and now the New Orleans Pelicans are all closely monitoring his status. And why wouldn't they? Kuminga is 21 years old. Explosive. Versatile. Capable of guarding 4 positions and putting up numbers when given a chance. But here's the problem: he's grown frustrated. Not with the city. Not with the fans. But with the system. He reportedly feels limited in Golden State's motion-heavy offense. The same system that turned Steph, Klay, and Draymond into legends has made Kuminga feel boxed in, underused, and occasionally overlooked. Despite clear flashes of brilliance, his minutes have been inconsistent. His role has never felt secure. And now, that frustration is threatening to become final. And yet, even with all this, the front office isn't moving fast enough. GM Mike Dunleavy Jr. knows the stakes. He knows Kuminga's camp wants clarity, and possibly, a commitment. But so far, that commitment hasn't come. And until it does, the Warriors are stuck in limbo. They're holding a restricted free agent they don't seem ready to fully invest in, and in the process, they're blocking themselves from making other moves. Why? Because of the salary cap. Kuminga's cap hold is a monster, $22.9 million. That number, whether they re-sign him or not, stays on the books until something happens. Which means they can't just push forward with other signings. That hold clogs up their flexibility, and it puts the Warriors in a box where hesitation becomes costly. And yet, despite all this drama, the Warriors are still swinging big. They've identified their top target in free agency, and it's a surprising one: Al Horford. Yes, the 38-year-old veteran center, known for his high IQ, floor spacing, and quiet leadership, is at the top of their wish list. It makes sense, on paper. The Warriors desperately need size. After years of over-relying on Draymond Green at the 5, and with Kevin Looney's time in Golden State likely coming to an end, the front office is searching for a center who can stretch the floor, protect the rim, and offer stability. Tracy Jackson-Davis showed promise, but he's still raw. Quinndary Post is a developmental piece. The team lacks a battle-tested, playoff-proven big who can anchor the defense, and Horford, despite his age, checks a lot of boxes. but he also raises a lot of questions. At 38, can Horford really give you consistent minutes across 82 games and a playoff run? Can he stay healthy? Can he keep up with the speed of the Western Conference? And most importantly, will he even sign for what the Warriors can offer? Because here's the financial truth: if Golden State pursues Horford with the taxpayer mid-level exception, they'll only be able to offer him around $5.7 million. And using that exception comes with a major price. They'll be hard-capped at the second tax apron of roughly $182.5 million. That means limited trades, no aggregation of salaries, and very little wiggle room to reshape the rest of the roster. It's a massive gamble for a veteran center who might only have one good year left. Which brings us back to the name at the center of it all, Jonathan Kuminga. Because what's becoming increasingly clear is this: if the Warriors want to move forward, both competitively and financially, a sign-and-trade might be their best option. It's the most flexible path forward. It allows them to recoup value without losing Kuminga for nothing. And more importantly, it could help them land a player who fits better with Steph Curry and, yes, Jimmy Butler. That's right. Let's not forget, the Warriors just made a blockbuster move to acquire Butler, signaling to the entire league that this is not a rebuild. This is a last stand. A final run with the greatest shooter of all time, now flanked by another alpha dog and two-way menace. The clock is ticking, and the mission is simple: win now. And for that to happen, every move has to support that timeline. That's where names like Herb Jones come into play. A defensive savant. Long, active, and positionally versatile. He's the kind of player who could immediately boost the Warriors' perimeter defense and bring the intensity Butler thrives off of. Other names will pop up, too. Shooters. Rim protectors. Glue guys. But all of it hinges on what they do with Kuminga, and how quickly they do it. Because right now, time is the enemy. With every hour that passes and no resolution, the Warriors are risking more than just a contract dispute. They're risking missing out. On Horford. On depth. On floor spacing. On the kind of glue pieces that turn stars into champions. And all because they haven't made a firm decision on whether Kuminga is part of this window, or a trade chip to open it wider. This is the brutal reality of trying to extend a dynasty. It's emotional. It's painful. And it's filled with decisions that could haunt you for years. Let Kuminga walk, and he could become a star elsewhere, another draft gem the Warriors failed to develop. Overpay to keep him, and you might watch the roster crumble under the weight of cap constraints and overlapping timelines. But the one thing Golden State can't afford to do is stand still. Because Steph Curry isn't waiting. Jimmy Butler isn't waiting. Draymond Green isn't waiting. They're in win mode right now. And if the Warriors front office can't resolve this Kuminga situation fast, either by re-signing him with a clear vision, or by executing a smart sign-and-trade, they could lose more than just a talented forward. They could lose their final chance at another banner. So what's it going to be? Is this the start of Kuminga's breakout era in Golden State? Or is it the end of a chapter that never fully took off? One thing is certain: whatever happens next will define the Warriors' future. And you'll want to be here when it does. So stay locked in, drop your thoughts in the comments, and tell us, should the Warriors keep Kuminga and give him the keys? Or is it time to cash in and double down on the win now timeline? And of course, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and smash that notification bell, because this off-season is just getting started. And trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next. And here's the key takeaway from the channel: delve into financial education to enhance your quality of life. Within the financial market, explore bonds and shares, particularly focusing on real estate investment trusts, which offer the potential for passive income. Engage with this responsibly and consider reputable investment brokerages worldwide.